This is going to be my experience of surgery with left hip arthroscopy with labral repair and osteoplasty. So this is going to be part one. I wanted to do a little intro of the surgery vlog. This sort of kind of helped me just with anxiety in the beginning. I just wanted to take everyone through this process, what it was like, what my experience was like, I had to do leading up to it, what it was like during, after, all that good stuff. So I went into this with both my ankles rolled and sprained. I just took no days off, and you'll see in a couple of updates I talk about that, but it's super important to let your body heal and take that time. This was a long time coming. I haven't been skating or doing anything at 100% since like before Christmas. When I got this diagnosis back from the MRI, I was first getting seen for my knee because I was having knee pain issues, and luckily the doctor thinks we can fix those issues with physical therapy. But when I got the diagnosis with my hip, I was able to look back to when I was younger. I used to play soccer at a pretty high level while I was skateboarding, but then, you know, at a certain point when you get older, you kind of got to choose your lane. So I did that and chose to stick with skateboarding. But I can look back and, you know, that stretch where you pull up your knee to your chest, I could never do that on my left side. It was always just bone on bone, and it would hurt like if I tried to force it. So I always just thought I was tight. I never thought it was just bone on bone, and over time it was just like bone on bone, rubbing, hitting, impact. And so that just, you know, of course anything over time is just gonna rub away and tear whatever's in between that. So makes sense. That's what happened with me. I still haven't gotten the update on what my cartilage situation is like. I think I'm gonna figure that out a little bit later on because it's Friday now. I got the surgery on Tuesday, so it's not been that long. Yeah, just take a look through. I just wanted to, you know, bring it kind of brought me this feeling of I don't know if the right word's comfort or what, but it was like kind of cool feeling like I was bringing you guys along with me through this process, and just makes it a little bit less scary because it's pretty weird having, you know, things getting stuck into you and bones getting shaved down and stuff. So yeah, enjoy. Definitely please just comment, like, follow me on Instagram, subscribe. Any of that stuff, any of that kind of helps me keep going, because sometimes it's hard to keep going, but I really do enjoy doing this stuff, even if it's just one person. And that one person who told me something about my shoe review, you know who you are. Thank you. That meant a lot. And I'm just going to keep it going, keep it rolling. Alright, so just drove to the surgery center that's like 10 minutes away, and my girlfriend is just gonna take the car back to our place and just wait for me until I'm done. But I'm about to go in here now. So I got the IV started. I'm about to go back. I will start anesthesia, and then it'll be like from that point, a 3-hour procedure. Then Kana, my girlfriend, will pick me up after that. But they've marked my hip, put a little marker on there. Got this all set up, and got my belongings and stuff in here. My cat. Yeah. finally made it into my girlfriend Kana's car. She picked me up on my way home. I got kept a little bit later because I was in so much pain and nothing was really working for me in terms of pain management. I have this thing where I don't metabolize correctly in me, and so we were having that issue trying to find what would work. But I was like crying in pain, and it's still painful. So I'm just really looking forward to falling asleep and just sleeping it off. It was sort of one of those situations where they hooked me up, and in 1 second I was awake, they were talking to me, and then the next I was waking up out of anesthesia and everything was done. According to them, everything went smoothly, besides just the immense amount of pain that I was in afterwards. We'll see when I get home, but that was quite the experience. When they first were telling me about the surgery, even in the beginning, they were saying like, oh, you'll be able to walk up the 3 flights of stairs up to your apartment and all this stuff, and you'll be able to put some weight on your big toe on, you know, the surgery side, but there's no way I can do any of that right now. It is absolutely in pain, but you know, that's what I'm here for. Oh. Pain is back, but now it's more into like the bone and hip area. I really feel it in the joint. It's very achy, lots of muscle spasms, lots of twitching, and I can feel it's like my ball of my hip is super swollen. Like obviously bones can't be swollen, but it's what time is it? It's 11:54, so I made it. Slept from like 4-ish to 11-ish. I ate a bunch of different snacks, and then pain started jumping back up really gnarly just now. I'm gonna try to sleep. It's 3:54 a.m. Woke up with my lower back is just insanely tight and painful. It's hard to even lay down. That's kind of what I'm dealing with. My hip hurts as well, even though the last meds I took was around like 11:50. But I'm really hoping for some more sleep for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm supposed to start sitting in the CPC machine with my hip where it moves it. But overall, I'm just in pain right now. And also super insane twitching and like muscle spasms in my lower leg. It's crazy. It's such a weird feeling. Super weird. But that's it. That's for the most part. 9:34 in the morning update. It's mainly now less pain in my back and more pain just straight in my hip. Like I can feel the sutures in my hip bone. Like I can just feel the ball of my hip just aching, and it just feels really uncomfortable. But I got like an hour and a half sleep after I went to sleep at like 7 and I woke up at like 8:30, I think. And then I started all of my meds that I was supposed to start. So I take an anti-inflammatory, an antibiotic, and then I started aspirin. All right, so this machine is to keep mobility in my leg. A technician came the day before my surgery and he set the settings, but basically what I do is the angle goes from 0 to 90 basically, and that's your hip angle. And I'm in a lot of pain. This is my first morning. I do it 1 in the morning and then once at night, so 2 times a day for an hour. And I started off really gently, and you can see here I started at 15. I'll probably bump it up to 30, but I'm just starting with this because it's just painful, you know? But yeah, that's basically what this machine does. And you just do it every day for 20 days, I believe. And then you start actual physical therapy. Basically, I will work up to 90 degrees in this thing. So every other day, I bump it up 10 degrees. So after doing the CPM machine I made it almost an hour, I was in immense pain. It's more on the inside of my hip now. It's hard to explain, but it really drove up the pain, and I had to just go way back down and take my meds and just chill. I'm back chilling with Dovey, the best little kitty that'll get me through this. I gotta do another hour this evening. Not looking forward to that, but this is continuing on with the day one post-op. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, like, before I did the CPM machine, I could go to the bathroom. I could get a few things for myself, but after that, like, I couldn't move at all. I couldn't lift my leg at all anymore. So I needed my girlfriend Kana to basically do everything for me again. So thank you, Kana. I love you. Love you. And it was tough after I put my ice. So this thing right here, it's a big ice thing that, like, I pump it up and it just pushes the ice onto my hip. Right now I'm in like a sideways position, but I had laid down, I had set that all up, and then of course I started to have to poo again because all that anesthesia is finally getting out of me, and so I had to take it all off and try and get back on the toilet, and it was horrible. But I'm back down, a little nauseous. I definitely need to get some solid food in me because I haven't. It was mainly just snacks yesterday in between being asleep and awake, so yeah. Update, it's like 2:30 now. Basically I've just spent like the past, I don't know, 2 hours trying to get a hold of my doctor, his office, anyone. I've been in just immense pain. My meds just not working. My metabolism just really fucking me over here, making it to where I just get no relief from a pain med. So I've basically just been laying here crying with just striking pain. Like, it's like deep in my bones. It's like, if I describe, it's like core shaking, bone shaking, like nerve pain, and it's really uncomfortable. Yeah, I just wanted to get an update. This is still day 2. Yesterday was surgery, so you have anything to say, Debbie? It's like 5:36 now. I'm able to stand up. Still haven't been able to get a hold of my doctor's or surgeon's office to figure out meds or anything. But I have a little bit less pain, and I've just been icing a lot. I really wanted to get some just work done today, whether edit or whatever, but it's been really hard to get anything done, and I finally got a meal in like 30 minutes ago. I had one of those Trader Joe's burrito bowls. But on to the next thing. Update, it is 10 p.m. Finally got a hold of somebody at my doctor's office to get a medication that works. They also put on like a very light muscle relaxer because my very intense spasms in my like lower quad area that were tightening up my lower back like crazy. And I think it was just not smart of me to go into this surgery with, like, on top of the torn labrum and the bones rubbing against each other, I had intense psoas tears and strains. Like, I had strains all over my hip, and then along with that, both of my ankles were sprained and rolled to a certain extent. So overall, there was just a lot of issues. Finally, once somebody called me from the doctor's office after trying to get a hold of them all day, I talked to them. They sent the medications over to the CVS that's 24 hours. It just so happens I tried to call the CVS. I tried calling for an hour and a half and kept getting sent to voicemail. The call just kept being on hold. The call just ended right away, just like nobody was answering. My wonderful girlfriend Kana went to go get one of the meds. The other one got put on hold because the doctor's office didn't send a certain code with it. So now we gotta deal with that in the morning. It's just a whole lot of BS that you just don't want to deal with when you feel like awful. But I just stood up for a second in pain. I don't really want to move my hip, but I got my ice pack on. Blow it up here. It's 10 p.m. I'm really hoping I get some decent sleep tonight. I think those muscle relaxers should help. I think, my body, I'm glad I'm finally giving my body this time to rest. I have not taken a day off since Christmas time. Like literally 2 days I made it of not skating, and that was because I literally couldn't walk on my ankle that I'm still dealing with. And so this is why I'm just documenting this all, to just get it out there so people learn, don't do what I did. And you can also learn from things, because it's always good. Pick up your meds before. If you're gonna get a surgery or procedure, get your meds before. Have that ready to go. Never want to get them after, because that's always a hassle. And yeah, check in with you guys in the morning.